Hey, what's going on, guys? Jay Will here again at Veteran Nerd Review. Getting ready to give you guys another Marvel Legends review on the Marvel Legends Gamerverse Abomination Build-A-Figure. And man, oh man, was I super excited to get this figure. I've been waiting for this guy a long time. I think he came out or was released, I want to say sometime in 2021? Like late 2021? And I just kind of been just waiting on him and waiting until I got the funding and just had extra money to spend. So I had to go overseas and whatnot, do a lot of shady things to make enough money to be able to buy a bunch of figures. But yeah, definitely was looking forward to getting this guy. So I have them all out of the packaging and everything. I've already reviewed all the figures from this wave. So let's go ahead and put this guy together, shall we? Ooh, so excited. Yeah, so put this guy together. This is one of the first times I've seen the figure where the torso kind of comes apart like this. The only one I've seen that was similar to this was the Sugar Man figure, where his face was kind of like just off the back part of his body. But yeah, this looks pretty simple. Let's go ahead and do the arms first, so I can kind of see what that looks like. Get the left arm. Pop that in. Pretty solid sink right there. Nice, sinks in pretty solidly. Right arm. That's in there. Okay. Looking pretty good so far. Let's put the legs on him. This is the right leg. That goes on there pretty good. The left leg. Hope these are the right legs. There you go. Let's go ahead and put his chest on. Say it with your chest. Sorry about that. There you go. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. And last but not least, his head. Let's pan up a little bit so you guys can see. This tall guy. Last but not least, let's go ahead and pop the head on. Think it's on there? Is it on there? Yep, it's on there. Okay. Okay. And we have the Gamerverse, or Avengers video game version of the Abomination all assembled. Yeah, pretty cool looking guy. Definitely very grotesque looking, very gnarly. Got his spikes on his back from his spine and everything coming out. Yeah, that is why I wanted this figure for my shelf, because he looks very similarly to how he appeared in the 2008 movie. So yeah, not a bad looking figure. He looks very detailed. Great skin tone and everything. How it kind of fades in and out right there with the chest, the lighter color in the chest and biceps. Big scary looking hands, claws and everything. So yeah, definitely looks like somebody, you know, you wouldn't want to mess with. So let's go ahead and throw him in with the rest of his wave mates. With the guys that he comes with, we have Mach 1. We have Rage. We have the leader. A lot of times in the comic books, the leader would be the boss of Abomination, or Abomination would be working in conjunction with the leader to try to take out the Hulk. We have the hideous Captain America from the game. We have the not so hideous but still kind of weird looking Iron Man from the game. We have Marvel. And then we have Kamala Khan, aka Miss Marvel. And finally she stands up. Are you kidding me? Really? Anyway, guys, yeah, this is the wave. Not a bad looking set here. Definitely something I feel like I can break these guys down and put them into different slots on my shelves. A lot of them, I believe 4 out of the group, the Iron Man, Leader, Rage, and Marvel. And of course, Abomination, definitely figures that I feel like were absolutely a must get. So yeah, definitely feel like I spent my money very wisely. So bringing these guys back out of the shot. There is one figure I forgot to grab before I started the video, but he's not too far. Let me just give me a second here. I'll run and grab him for you guys before I start doing a few more comparisons. He's like literally like 4 feet away. And I'm back. Let's go ahead and compare him with the only other variation of him that I have, I believe, in my collection. Because I did have a movie version of him from 2008. There was a smaller version, but I believe I lost it somewhere when I was younger, because I was like 11 years old in 2008. But yeah, whatever. Let's go ahead and put him with his Marvel Select counterpart. Man, these guys, oh my gosh, the hit squad, or the goon squad. You put a leader back in there, just kind of have him like in front of his two goons, his two abomination creatures that he made. Yeah, they look pretty good as a set. Like, you definitely feel like the leader is the type of guy that would make creatures that look like this, gamma radiated creatures that would be designed to battle the Hulk. So yeah, I definitely feel like that works. But yeah, you have the select version of the Abomination, and you have the Gamerverse version. So I'm kind of looking for a comic book version head that looks similar to this to put on this body. So if you guys are out there and you have a head like this from the Marvel Legends line, maybe that can fit this ball peg, guys, hit me up, message me, or leave a comment or whatever, and we will discuss the prices and everything or whatever. And you guys can hopefully work with me on that so I can get a head for this guy. But let's go ahead and bring him back out. Well, let's put him to the side just for a second here. Bring this guy a little bit center. We're going to bring in the Select Hulk, the Immortal Hulk. And as you guys can see, both of these guys are taller because they're from the Select lines. The Select Abomination and Select Hulk are from a line where the figures are made to be bigger, on like a 7 or 8 inch scale. So these guys are both bigger. Let's go ahead, just for good measure, let's go ahead and put in the Bane from the McFarlane line, because I just want to see a lot of muscle-bound characters in the shot. And let's go ahead and put in the Red Hulk, aka General Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross. And if that is not the most manliest name I've ever said or uttered, I don't know what is. The guy literally has Thunderbolt in his name. Anyway, back to the main focus here. Nice looking setup. Definitely like all these muscle-bound characters and figures and whatnot that we've been getting, even though Bane here is from a completely different universe and company line. So, but he looks good. He looks good. That's all that matters. As long as you look good, that's all that matters. Bring these guys back out. And of course, this right here is the main comparison that you're looking for right here, because the Red Hulk utilizes the body mold of the 20th and the 80th anniversary Hulk, and the Maestro Hulk, and the Gray Hulk, and the SDCC exclusive Hulk. It's pretty much all the Hulks that are out right now that are circulating around. Pretty much all use this body mold. So if you want to have this Abomination on display with the Hulk utilizing this body mold, this is what they look like, size comparison wise. Abomination is bigger, as he should be. Definitely looks like somebody that would give the Hulk a run for his money. Yeah, awesome looking figure. I'm getting like goosebumps kind of just looking at him. He does look like a very cool, intimidating figure. Okay, but let's get down to brass taxes finally. Taking up enough of you guys' time here. Man, I'm just blown away. I knew he was gonna be cool to have, but man, like, he just looks awesome, and he's got so much weight to him. I love weighty plastic like this. Anyway, brass taxes. He can't look up very far. His head's on a dumbbell joint, so it kind of stops right there on his back. He has such big, huge traps that he can't look up very far. Looks down about that far, so pretty good range right there. Side to side motion, of course. Let's step back so you guys can see him a little bit better. And man, he kind of just lurks over like that. But yeah, side to side motion. He can look. Has a weird kind of like a articulation because of the dumbbell joint. But yeah, side to side motion kind of goes in like a swinging up and upwards kind of motion with some good head tilt right there. So yeah, you can definitely get like in a extreme head tilt kind of look, like he's like trying to just preying on something, like he's looking at that last piece of cake on the table or something in the office, like break room or something like that. But anyway, he has a butterfly joint in the shoulder. This looks like okay. Slide this back a little bit, yeah. But you gets a good range of motion, so he does kind of compete with the this body mold, the main Hulk body mold that's out right now. So yeah, you see, guys, can see that butterfly joint right there. So he does have that he can utilize, but it doesn't come. It comes forward a little bit. Okay, yeah, I'm learning. I'm just my first time playing around with this figure, so it's my first time, guys. I'm learning with you as well. But yeah, does swing forward a little bit right there, so you can kind of get like a flexing forward kind of pose, kind of like the 3-pack Venom. But shoulders move up. Let's see. Moves up that far. They start to get hindered by the spikes on the shoulders right there. So yeah, okay. Moves up that far. Goes all the way around. Bicep swivel that is kind of separated on its own, so you can twist the bicep without moving the lower part of the arm. Right there. Has a single jointed elbow. From the looks of it, yeah, single jointed elbow. Goes into about 90 degrees. Straightens all the way out. Wrist swivel with back and forward motion on this big scary looking claw deal here. He has a torso articulation that allows him to rotate. Strong ratchets in there. Crunch forward that much. Crunches backwards. Not a whole lot. Oh, slipping. See, guys, I'm still learning. But yeah, crunches backwards about that much. So it's pretty good range right there. You can definitely like get a nice little stretch going. Man, like the detail and sculpting, like the bumps and like kind of boils and blisters on this guy, just it's like, I feel like Cassie from Ant-Man, she's like, oh my god, it's so ugly, I love it. That's kind of what I'm feeling right now. But yeah, been playing around with this for a minute off camera. I don't believe it has a waist articulation, a waist cut or whatever. It looks like it should, right? I mean, it has like the cut, like it's going all the way around the torso, but I've been trying to twist it for like so long. I don't want to break it, because I grabbed both parts of the torso right here and I did like that very hard. And I could not get this to twist, so I don't want to risk breaking my new Build-A-Figure that I'm in love with. So for purposes of my video, just on my channel, I'm going to say it doesn't have a twist right there or articulation right there in the waist. It might if you go to someone else's channel and they've reviewed this figure, because their waist might be loose enough to where they can actually twist it right here, because it looks like it should be able to. But for mine, since I don't want to break it, I'm going to say mine does not have waist articulation or waist cut right there anyway. But yeah, so kicks out to the sides about that far, kicks forward that far. It's kind of like a bit of a Y going on right there, so it doesn't really kick out and without straight going out to the sides a little bit. Doesn't kick, it kicks forward just a little bit backwards. Yeah, upper thigh cut, those big huge quads, double jointed knees that bend in very well for a big guy. Yeah, very well. And of course, he has a little small cut right here for almost like a boot cut, but it's just in his calves, lower part of his calves. Then he has up and down motion of the feet as well as ankle pivot. If you guys can see it. Yeah. So, good range from this guy. This guy is definitely very well articulated. Very well articulated. And it kind of just like really makes me feel kind of special to finally have this guy. He looks awesome. He looks intimidating. Looks gross and scary and mean and whatnot. But yeah, basically he looks like an abomination. But yeah, glad to have this guy. I feel like paying everything I paid for the wave, like $21 or so per figure, was definitely worth it to get this guy in hand, because he looks amazing. Excuse the flickering lights, I'm still dealing with that. I have to get new ring lights apparently, because this one over here on this side is going out. It's getting darker and darker by the minute, and this one over here is flickering or whatever. So yeah, but I'm coming through. I'm pulling through, so I'm gonna make it work. But yeah, oh my gosh, he just looks so good. I love him. I love this figure. Sorry about that. I keep getting too excited. I apologize for that. Trying to keep it professional. Like that scene from Transformers 3. Like, I'm trying to keep it together, Eps. Yeah, but anyway, great figure, guys. If you can still scoop this guy up, just do it. Just like do it. Just do it. Do it now. Like, click away from this video and go get all the figures for this figure, or go get all the pieces necessary to build this figure. And yeah, so anyway, guys, if you guys enjoyed the video, hit the like button, comment, subscribe, share your thoughts, and I will be back with another review in the very, very near future. Thank you guys for stopping by. Later.